Hey, what's up, y'all? Let me go ahead and start the live. Hi, friends. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? What's up? I'm also testing out little new mics here. Hey, everyone. Tell me what's up. Where are you from? Where are you doing your flow from today? Let me know. I'm still like I have my new DJI mics, so I have a little mic here as I am kind of like making sure that all of this is set up. Hello, everyone. Hi, Spencer from St. Louis. What's up, Danielle from South Carolina? Hi, Holly from Denver. Hey. Hey, y'all. You know, the first 5 minutes is just us getting all ready, getting our vibes together. We're about to do some yoga, okay? I like to say this is almost more so of a really deep stretch. And so it's gonna feel really good. Let me go into here and delete something here because that's probably what is doing this. All right, let me go back into the chat. Hello, Amy from San Francisco. Ooh, yeah, you need to unwind. We're going to unwind today. What's up, Kelly from Maine? Hi, everyone. Oh, we have two Maines. Okay, we have a little Maine watch party over there. Hey, hi. I'm Radiance. And for this, we always like to just get our space set up. Okay, we like to just get some of the stuff just together and just being able to, vibe out. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and put on our solfeggio frequencies, which I love. 528 hertz. We're gonna start those vibes, okay? I love, love, love. So let's get back into my friends. Hey, Laura from Christchurch. Is that Christchurch? There's a Christchurch in St. Lucia, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, y'all. It is about 8:03 and I'm just going to start off with New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand. I love that. Thank you for joining. This is amazing. Okay, so we have a few folks here and we are going to use this time to unwind. Like Amy said, we're going to unwind. We are going to simply be at ease. It's autumn midday in Christchurch, New Zealand. I love that. Well, Laura, I am in Washington, D.C. It's a little cold here. It went into like a cold spell. So let me bring my bodysuit back out. But it went into a cold spell. And so we actually had a freeze warning here in Washington, D.C. Isn't that crazy? So I hope everyone on the Northeast, if you're on the Northeast of the U.S., like that you're staying warm because I know that it is a little bit colder. Anyone's first time here with me today, I am a teacher on Insight Timer as well as based in Washington, D.C. And it has been such a beautiful, beautiful journey into healing my nervous system, my mind, and my body, as well as really connecting myself with my body. So just high level, I am a runner. So I run track, running is my base. I actually ran the Cherry Blossom 10 miler on Sunday. Lisa, I wonder if you were in DC for that. So I ran the Cherry Blossom 10 miler and oh my goodness, my body. So I had to book myself a massage yesterday. I also did hot yoga earlier today. I teach hot yoga, if that's your jam. And so it's just been a nice flush out for the week, okay? So, one of the things that I want to focus on, even when it comes today, is really just easing into those deep stretches and breathing through them. Speaking of, I'm a breathwork facilitator, also meditation and mindfulness. So, if you go on my Insight Timer page, you can see a ton of these meditations. I really love affirmations and really having folks understand how amazing they are. So, oh yay, Danielle, your friend ran that race too. Tell your friend I said congrats. My medal, actually, can y'all see that? It's like right there, right here, wherever the camera is. My medal is actually hanging right there. So, a 5K, that's awesome, Kelly. So, again, my teaching style is very heart postured. It's very inspiring to tell yourself to be kind to yourself and your body. We'll say hello to all of our body parts. We're gonna have a little fun, just checking in with everything and everyone. Also, this is your practice. I actually can't even see you. Okay, you can only see me. So I want you to be very kind and considerate, compassionate with yourself and with like everything that you're feeling. All right, we'll be doing some breath work. We'll be really dropping in. So be very caring and kind to yourself. Like that is just my number one jam. If you just want to sit here and just get some of the energy and the joy, then you can do that too. Or you can just have your own practice while we hang out, okay? Whatever it is, I'm happy that you're here and I'm happy that you showed up for me and for yourself. I think that's dope. Like we can celebrate that. All right. Do y'all have any questions? Just to start. And I have a nice, good, juicy hip opening flow for us today. Let me just double check. Hi, friends. Hi, mom. Okay, we have a superstar in the building. She has entered. And then, hey, Jackie. And Jackie has my youngest yogi. What is she now? A year and a half? No, 2.5 years old. She's truly my happy baby. So thank you, Jackie, for having such a great young yogi that we practice with all the time. We practice together. All right, y'all. So first we're going to get started with some breath work, some pranayama, and I'm going to take a sip of water. I've been talking a little bit. Make sure that you stay hydrated. We will be breathing a ton. I'm just going to sit on my little meditation cushion here, and then I'll move back as we get started closer towards the ground. All right. How are y'all doing? Doing good? Let's just drop in with ourselves. And just take a moment here to just land in this space. I'm going to turn my heater off actually. Told you it was a bit cold, so I had to just make it a little hot yoga class. All right, here we are. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Beautiful. Now here, maybe you want to close your eyes or give yourself the soft gaze. Maybe you just simply allow yourself to be and sit a little bit deeper into the space in which you are right now. Noticing the touch points of the ground and your body. Maybe it's the toes, the shins. Maybe it's your bottom. And just relaxing here in this space, in this moment right now. The beautiful presence of just right now. Now taking notice of your breath in this moment. We're not here to judge, we're just simply visiting, saying hello. Inhale in deeply. And exhale completely. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in, belly, chest, head, hold. And exhaling out. Releasing every bit of tension. Last one, best one. Deep inhale in here. And we hold. Exhale, letting it go. Releasing it out. Now, as we're in this easy pose, let's start bringing energy into our bodies, like by bringing our hands facing down on our knees and starting to do a little bit of Sufi spine or hip circles. So we're rounding around and round. And as you do this, I'm going to go ahead and move back so that you can see me a little bit more. Laura, I'm turning up the music a little bit. So allowing yourself to have some hip circles, left and right. Maybe you want to drop in and linger into a side that feels best for you over here or to the front. Beautiful. And as we're here, we're just going to warm up just slightly. So inhale, your chest up, head up, arms towards your hip bones here. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, we're going to let it go. Hello, spine. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we release. Belly button towards your spine, really rounding your shoulders. Inhale, we rise here. Exhale, we release, we let go. Isn't that nature? Inhale, we rise and we hold here. And then exhale, release. Bring your arms all the way out in front of you. So let me actually come to this side. So bring your arms out all the way in front of you. And we're just going to simply rock side to side. Bringing your arms back up and nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to close our hands, round our belly button to our spine. Inhale, we rise, we receive. We feel our body opening up to receive all the blessings coming our way. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise, open, open, open. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise. Once more, last one, best one. Exhale, we release. Go ahead and lock those hands together. Take a nice deep breath in. We rise, our biceps by our ears. We're allowing our knees to fall down. We're going to take a deep breath in. We reach even taller. And on your exhale, I want you to split your arms over towards that right side. So here we are. We're splitting our arms over towards this right side. Inhale, your spine straight. Exhale, we look back behind us. We should feel that all within our spine, relaxing your knees, relaxing your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. We rise once more. Exhale, give me a nice goal post. And here I'll face this way. Inhale, we're back up. Exhale, we're going to come over towards that opposite side, so that left side body. Inhale, I want you to lengthen your spine, sitting straight up. Exhale, look back behind your back shoulder for a nice twist. Hello, organs, small and large intestines. Thank you for today. Gonna give them a little flush out. Inhale, our arms are back up. Exhale, we're gonna place our arms behind us. So I like to place them close towards my bottom here. Maybe just rock side to side. Ultimately, we're gonna lift our pelvis up. So on your next inhale, we lift that pelvis up, opening out your chest. Allow your neck and head to kind of hang in a gentle manner. Deep breath in and exhale. Can you lift a little bit more? Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale, letting it go. Ooh-wee. Bring that right leg out and that left leg out. And here we are. We're going to do some windshield wipers here. There we are. Whew. Nice. And continue to do some windshield wipers. Let me just make sure we are all well. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, new folks. Thank you for joining. I love you. If you haven't heard it today. And if you have, guess what? I do. Okay, cool. All right. So we are windshield wiping here. There we go. Yeah. Fully in the frame. A little bit better. All right. So as we do that, wherever your knees are, maybe you want to take that opposite hand. So here my knees are towards the right. I'm taking that left hand and bringing my chest all the way down, just like such. So doing a few of these on each side. You already know the deal. If you are a fan of Radiance, you know I love some windshield wipers. This is such a good stretch. You can slow it down. You know, you can make it real juicy. You can do it in the morning. It's just good for your body. All right. Your lower back, nice spine. Beautiful. Now we're going to come over to one side and then bring ourselves into a tabletop position. As you can see, the past 2 weeks I went ahead and put some yoga mats under here so I have more knee support. So here we are in our nice tabletop position. Take a nice inhale. I want you to lift your head and chest up. We're gonna do some cat-cows. Exhale, bring your belly button to your spine, round your back, round your shoulders, pressing through those palms. Inhale, we rise and we receive. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise and we receive. Exhale, we release. Beautiful. Now we're going to thread the needle. Inhale, our right hand up high into the sky. We reach, we dance our wrist to the right and dance it to the left. Inhaling a little bit more. Exhale, we're going to thread it through. Y'all hear my body? It said hello. Inhale, we reach up high. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, we rise, we reach up high. Exhale, threading it through. And this time I want you to rest and hold. So maybe that left hand comes all the way out. Maybe it's bound behind your back for an opener for your shoulders, but maybe relax your head. And this is the first checkpoint where I want us to note that our hips are nostrils, that we are breathing through our hips. So taking a deep inhale in through your nose and exhaling through your hips, feeling your hips as nostrils, but also through your mouth. Inhale in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Take that left hand. If it was bound, inhale it back. The right hand back up. Ooh, you should feel a little bit juicier there. Go ahead and bring that right hand down. And let's get into that left leg. I'm about to razzle dazzle it for you. So our left leg will be back. So here we are. We're going to rock back and forth on that left leg. Taking a nice deep breath in here and out. Inhale, lift that left leg. Now, we don't want it too high. You see, I'm not like this. I'm pretty straight. If I had a cup of water, I might be able to put it on my back here. So taking a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, bring your right knee, right elbow. Or left knee, left elbow, because your left leg was back. Inhale, we're coming back. Exhale that left knee over towards your right side, keeping it nice and long. Look over towards your right for a deeper stretch. Take another breath in here. Exhale, can we twist a little bit deeper on this side, looking at those toes. Beautiful. Bring that left leg all the way back and bring that right hand forward. So here we are. Now we're balancing a little bit. Our belly button's to our spine. We feel nice and strong. Deep breath in, we reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, we reach. We have 2 more. Exhale, crunch. Feel the strength in your body. Inhale, we reach and hold. Okay, now your left leg is gonna go into a 90 degree. So here we are. Now, this may feel good to you, or you take that right hand and you bring it back to grab that ankle, that foot, opening out just like this. So taking a nice deep breath in, we lift that knee and exhale. Inhale, can we lift our shoulders, our chest up, our heart up a little bit more? And exhale, one more, last one, best one, deep breath in. Whoo, and exhale. Now, I want us to bring that leg down, hip circles. Whew, I felt my body talking to me on that one, so I know it felt really good. How did that feel for you? Maybe it's a child's pose, which is all the way back, or maybe it's a hip circle. I like to go child's pose and almost even come all the way up and then shifting. So taking a nice deep breath in, just making sure y'all are good. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Yay. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do the opposite side now, all right? So let's take that left hand. We're gonna bring it into the sky. We're gonna take a deep breath in. We'll lift it up nice and tall. Dance your wrists to the right and dance it to the left. Inhale, we reach a little bit higher. Exhale, thread it through. Oh, wow. This one's fancy. Inhale, we reach up high. See, I love when my body talks to me. Exhale, we thread it through. It like tells me exactly what's going on. Inhale, we're back up. And exhale, threading it through. Last one, best one. Inhale, we rise. We reach nice and tall. And then on your exhale, thread it through and we get to rest here. So maybe that right hand goes all the way out or behind our back. Breathing here. Really allowing yourself to feel. Taking a deep breath in and out. One more inhale and exhale. Allowing your right hand to come down, your left hand to come back up. Ooh, deep stretch up. Exhale, bringing that left hand back down. Let's get into that right leg. So our right leg will be all the way back. Oh my goodness. So when I was running this whole week into the cherry blossom, my calf has just been so weird. And so I feel it here, but I really appreciate my body for talking to me. So even throughout this practice, see what feels, where's your body speaking to you, okay? So on your next inhale, we're gonna lift that leg up into the air. We should feel the strength coming from every single touch point in the ground. Taking a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, bring that right knee to right elbow. We hold here. Inhale. And exhale. We bring that right leg back. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's go over towards the left nice and long. Ooh, that feels good. So we're gonna look at those toes, straightening that leg, getting that nice side stretch in here, taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Bring that leg back, inhaling here. Guess what? We add the razzle dazzle of the left hand. So the left hand comes forward, inhaling here, and then exhale, we crunch. Ooh. Inhale, we reach. Ooh, I'm a little janky right now. Exhale, we crunch, but we're compassionate with our body. Inhale, we reach. We hold here. Take that right leg, bend it 90 degrees, taking a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, maybe that left hand comes to grab that foot. So here, there we are. Here, we allow ourselves to press up through that palm, lift that knee. We have 3 breaths, deep inhale and exhale. Maybe we lift a little bit higher, inhale and exhale. Maybe our last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Ooh, tabletop. Ooh wee. Give yourself what you need. I felt it there. I took myself to that spot. I did, with compassion, and I got there. So when we go into our next stretch, I know I'll be able to get a little bit deeper. So let's get into it. Just similar, it's gonna be similar to how we started with our leg back. So when we have our leg back, just like such, right? We're taking a nice deep breath in. This is our right leg back. On our exhale, we are going to bring that right leg to the right elbow. Now look at those toes. I said those T's, thinking of knees and toes. Look at your toes. Lift your toes up a little bit higher. Can you lift them higher? Can you kiss that knee and that elbow? They have a little crush on each other. I'm just turning this way. Deep inhale here. And exhale. One more, highest yet. Inhale, we're just building up some friction. And then exhale, let that foot go over towards the right side. I'm gonna scoot this way, but allow your leg to just float down. Let me scoot a little bit more so y'all can see. There we go. Whew. All right, so here I'm gonna have one of my support pillows. And we're gonna just relax our shoulders here. Okay, so relaxing your shoulders. We're gonna take a deep breath in and then exhale. There we go. Beautiful. Now coming down to those forearms. Ooh, there we are. Beautiful. And maybe your gaze goes up versus down, and you'll feel that difference in your spine even. Relax your fingers, relax your hands. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you go 3 inches back. Ooh. Inhale in and exhale. Maybe you walk your hands out. Deep breath in and out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Where can you let go of the tension? And exhale. Ooh. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Oh my gosh. Wowzers. Slowly allow yourself to come up from that. Oh, there goes my mic. I hope that sounds okay still. Maybe if I put it here, it'll still work, yeah? All right. Oh my gosh, it's still taking me there, y'all. This is what 10 miles does to you. Inhale, coming up. And then on your exhale, I want you to come over towards your long leg, nice gate pose. So we're still here, but we're in a nice gate pose. So I wrote your name on the ceiling before you arrived. Can you find it? Ah, there we go. Opening up that heart. Inhaling your hands over, and then I want you to cartwheel them nice and long towards that right side, or the left side, sorry. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring that hand back up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, exhale, threading it through. So you don't have to touch the ground. We're just kind of threading it through as much as we can. Can you be pulled in that opposite direction? Inhale your arm back up. Take those toes. You see my right toes? Face those toes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, open out towards the back. So here we are, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Can you relax into it a little bit more? One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back. Thread it through. Ooh. Ooh. Feel the difference. Beautiful. Inhale. We're coming back neutral. Go ahead and bring that right leg up into the sky. Here's the razzle dazzle. Bend that right knee 90 degrees. Grab that ankle. We're back at it. So we press that foot back. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Tabletop. Ooh-wee. What do you need? What do you need? What feels good to you? How are y'all doing? Let me just make sure y'all are okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It seems as if everyone is doing well. How do our legs feel? We have another side. You already know that when we do one side, we have to do the other. So allowing ourselves just some time to, even for me, let me get some water because you have to breathe into this. And the more we breathe, the more we are actually losing water from our bodies. My head wrap is even like, all over the place here. Beautiful. All right, so let's get back into it. Okay, we have our left side. Left side. So you already know we start in a tabletop. So let's get into a tabletop here. So I'm just gonna face this way so I can show y'all. I'm gonna get my little pillow and I'm actually put it under the knee. All right, so tabletop, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in and out. Take that left knee or left leg. And I have to do it this way. Left leg back. So here we are, nice and back. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more, inhale in and exhale. Now bring that left knee, left elbow and hold here. Look at those toes. We have 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Can you lift that foot up a little bit more? Inhale, you should feel it in the hip flexor. Exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Let that left leg go to the side. Should feel a relief. Ooh, there we go. Did y'all hear that? Oh my gosh, that was my hips. Ooh, that one too. Wow. Okay, it's working. I always like to say it's working. It's working. So here we are. Let's take a deep breath in here. And then on our exhale, relaxing our shoulders, we're going to come down towards our forearms. We're taking our time here. We're not in a rush. We're allowing our body to get there with time, patience, intention, and discipline. Relax your face, relax your fingers. Deep breath in. On your exhale, maybe you come back 3 inches. Ooh, nice and safe. Where can you meet yourself? Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Maybe this time you're walking your hands out like I am to get your chest almost towards the ground. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you're looking up to straighten your spine a little bit more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Ooh, there it was. There it is. Oh my gosh. I just know I grew a little bit more just by doing that. I know it. I feel it. More blessings are arriving because I'm exploring bigger parts of my body. Deep breath in, up. Exhale, we're going to come over towards that long leg. So now we're in a gate pose. Looking up towards the ceiling for a deeper stretch into that side body. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, we're gonna bring them all the way over, pointing towards this side. And let me just move over into the frame a little bit more. Nice long limbs I have here. So we're reaching, maybe we look up again. Beautiful. Inhale, we're gonna bring that arm back up, all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through. Ooh-wee. Inhale our arms back up. Bring that toe up towards the ceiling, that left toe open out, shifting your pelvis up forward, belly button towards your spine, opening out towards the back. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Threading it through. Back again. Going a little bit deeper. And then we're going to come back up towards the ceiling. Now, of course, when we're here, we lift that left leg, we bend that leg, and we grab that ankle, pressing that foot back, shoulders up forward, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale in. And exhale. Last one, best one. Can we press back even more? Inhale. And exhale, letting it go. Tabletop, give yourself what you need. Oh, shifting those hips side to side. Feels so good to be us, right? Taking this time to take care of our mind and our body. All right, y'all, so guess what? Your hamstrings called and they wanted to say hello, so let's go visit them. So pity pat those toes. Here we are. Hey, toes. We're going to untuck those toes, and we're going to do simply a floating tabletop if that's good for you. So 6 inches off the ground, we're relaxing our shoulders, our belly buttons to our spine. We're taking a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, coming back into a downward dog, shifting those hips into the air. Ooh, I'm slipping and sliding on my rug here, but it feels so good. Maybe you're walking your dog here. I like to always come onto my tippy toes, shifting my ankles side to, or my heels side to side. Breathing, continuing to breathe. And just showcasing or seeing like what does it feel like in your body. Whew. And collectively we're going to do 3 toe raises. So on your next inhale, bringing your toes up or coming onto your toes, pressing back through those palms. Exhale, heels, downward dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels, getting those calves. Hello, calves. This is why I'm over here like, whoo. Inhale, tippy toes. Last one. And exhale, heels. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring those knees back down. Or maybe if you want to come into a full, bringing those knees back and then shifting your pelvis down, just so you can even counteract that with an upward facing dog. I like to shift side to side. Eek. Ooh, that feels so good. All right, y'all. So here we are, back in a tabletop position. What I want us to do next is bring our hands closer over towards the left side and bring that right foot in front of us. So maybe this is the stance that you have, but I also want us to explore going deeper into that hip area. Oh, and all my blocks are in front of you, but either way, and here I'm gonna, just because my knees are still on the sick and shut-in list from running 2 miles, let me just put a pillow underneath them. So I want us to shift that pelvis down into the ground, okay? Those hips sinking by placing your right arm on your knee, and maybe you're just sitting here hanging out and seeing how that feels. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Now I want us to bring our left hand down And also, if you wanted to use a pillow to kind of give the ground a little bit closer, or even blocks, you can do that. Take that right arm, and I want you to point back behind you on that right side. Your thighs are magnets. You should even feel it in your thighs. Bringing them together, point back behind you. Maybe you're looking towards those toes. And then bring that arm back up. Take that elbow and kiss the ankle. Mwah. Ooh, that should feel nice and juicy. We have 3 of those. Inhale, we're going back. Exhale, we're coming forward to kiss the elbow and the ankle. Mwah. Inhale, we're back. And then exhale, kissing that elbow and that ankle. Mwah. Now here, I want us to come and bring our hand back, and then if it feels good to you, bending that knee, another reason why I put a pillow underneath, grabbing that ankle, ooh, opening out on that right side edge of that foot, and really sitting deep into those hips. I even also like to open out my chest a little bit more. All right, y'all see what I'm doing here? You got it? Beautiful. Deep breath in and out. Maybe you're sitting deeper. If you bring your foot closer, that's a deeper quad stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bring that arm down, and then take the opportunity to come down into a lizard pose. So maybe your hands are up, or maybe you want to come down to your forearms here. But whatever it is, allow yourself to really sit deep. Don't hold the resistance. If you're not there yet, that's okay. Just find another space that feels good. You'll get there with time, intention, and discipline. All right? Taking a deep breath in and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walking yourself out of that. And then take your right leg and heel toe it all the way over and meeting me in a pigeon. I like to call this a big hug when I do this. So pigeon, again, you can have pillows underneath your hips. So I can move this to underneath my hip for a little bit more support. I want you to open up your chest, open, open, open. Maybe you're looking at the ceiling. And then exhale, go ahead and bow down, allowing yourself to just kind of feel here and rest. Taking 3 breaths in, or 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, body. Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Ooh, beautiful. Slowly coming up from that. And what we're gonna do is take that left, or we're gonna shift on to that hip, take that left leg. Ooh. Oh, I love my body. It's speaking to me so much right now. Bring that left leg on the outside of that right leg. So here we are, it's gonna look like this. Let me come forward. Inhaling our arms up and exhaling it over towards that right side for another side body stretch. Deep breath in and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Take those arms over towards the opposite side. Give yourself a nice little push up. Ooh, beautiful. And let's unravel those legs. You can come into a child's pose or a tabletop. Let's take about 20 seconds to just feel. Maybe we're just rocking, maybe we're flushing it out. But I can definitely tell one side of my body is different than the other. Always like to say, if, once we know how we feel, no one can make us feel inferior without our consent at all, Get this back on, it's just a little magnetic. No one can make us feel inferior without our consent. So we have to be so in tune with our body. So let's come back up and get ready for this left side. All right. Go ahead and bring that left, or here we are, sorry, that left foot forward, and our hands will be on the inside. Now, again, go ahead and bring yourself to where you need, where you're gonna really be opening up those hips, that maybe it provides a little bit of challenge for you today, but also a sense of safety. And then just bringing yourself up and just allowing gravity to sit you in there. Maybe it's a little bit difficult or something. It's okay. Adjust to what you need. I like to kind of come out on that knife side, just kind of feel here before we start moving our hands, right? Oof. My body is speaking to me. It loves me so much. I always think of that. People used to think it was bad when they start hearing cracks and stuff. I'm like, no, I love that. That's our body communicating. It's our body communicating. So take that left hand, high left hand, inhale that left hand back, and point back behind you. Again, those thighs are magnets, really opening out that chest. Beautiful. Now take that hand back forward and give that left elbow, left ankle a kiss. They don't get to see each other that often. They love each other. Mwah. Inhale, left arm back. I always think of that like our body parts have besties. So do we ever let those besties hang out? Inhale, that arm back up, elbow to ankle. Inhale, we come back up. Reach back. Exhale, elbow to ankle. Mwah. Inhale, we reach back. This is the last one because now this time, if it feels good to you, you can take that foot, and bend. Maybe it's nice and gentle. Maybe it's just a little bit here. But here we are bending into it, opening out that chest. Your shoulders are magnets. We have 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Ooh, beautiful. That should have opened you up more. Take that left hand. And we're gonna come into a lizard pose. So maybe you're just right here with your arms up. Maybe you wanna take that opportunity to come down to your forearms. I can really only do one forearm and then kind of like have my arm out to the side on this one to really get deep into that lower back. So take whatever you need. And we have 3 breaths here, or 4, sorry. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Can you go to that edge for the last breath? Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Walking yourself up from that. And while it's still juicy in there, we're gonna heel toe it to the opposite side for a nice pigeon pose. Maybe you put a pillow or anything underneath that hip so it gives you more support. Lift up your chest all the way up, look at the ceiling. Oh, and then exhale, we bow our chest, our heart forward. Maybe we rest here, have another pillow, can bring it down. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and letting it go. Beautiful. Maybe you rock side to side. What do you need? Pigeon really it gets me. Whew. Beautiful. Coming up, we're gonna rock onto that right hip and allow that right foot, or left hip, right foot. Eek! Come on, right foot, you're on live. Inhaling our arms up, and then bringing our hands over towards that opposite side. Beautiful. Holding in that leg, either or coming towards the outside of it. One more deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Undoing that. And we're going to come onto our backs now. We're about to land this plane a little bit, okay? How are y'all feeling? Let's check the chats. Everyone's doing well. Yes. Okay, perfect. Hey. Yeah, we're gonna get started or get ready to kind of land this plane. I like to always say we're gonna go onto our backs and do a single leg bridge on our back. And then some supine twist and whatnot. But first, we're going to bring the soles of our feet down on the ground. Inhale, your spine nice and straight. Exhale, we're gonna tuck in our pelvis, or like let's say tuck in our belly button to our spine, round our back. We're coming all the way down. Whew. And then resting here. I always like to say, how does it feel to be supported? That's why I have this cozy rug on top of my mats. I just like the feel. The feeling of being supported. So that means we have a celebrity in the building, gravity. Allow gravity to greet you like a weighted blanket. All right, y'all. Inhale, your feet out nice and long and your arms out long as well. Reaching nice and long. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Ooh. Maybe you're rocking onto your spine gently side to side, allowing those ankles to roll around. And so from here, I want us to bring our legs into a tabletop position. As you can see, nice 90-degree angle. Bring our arms out to a T. So take a deep breath in here. And exhale. On your next inhale, lengthen your feet straight to the sky. So here we are. Our heels are touching the ceiling. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, just open them out and allow gravity, to take them where they should go. So we rest here. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Our hips are nostrils. Inhale. And exhale. Feel your body softening a little bit more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Now slowly rock side to side, allowing one toe to touch the ground. And then the other. Do a few of these. This is also a good spine opener here, or massager, let's say. One more each side. Whew. It's like a little reverse hamstring ordeal here. Now bring those legs straight up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing them down, down, down. Now with 2 hands, bring those hands straight to the side. Inhale that pelvis up. This is both. We're going to do a nice little bridge pose. So maybe you want to interlock your hands underneath and lifting up your hips, your belly button still to your spine. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Maybe we go up a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale, bring that bottom down, bring those legs back inside to your chest, round your feet here. Now we're gonna go single leg. So bring your left leg down, your right knee into your chest. Bring that right ankle over that left knee. So here we are in a nice figure 4. Maybe we just allow that knee to kind of go out back and forth just a little bit. I like to bring my foot a little bit closer towards my bottom to support me. And then we're going to inhale all the way up. So inhaling up. And you can always choose to have this as a supportive option by putting a block or a pillow underneath. But 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Pressing through that foot. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Let that bottom lower down. Inhaling that left leg into your chest as a figure 4. Maybe you're rocking side to side or even straightening that leg. Oof. Or bending. OMG. How long does it take to recover from running a 10-mile race? That's what I'm asking myself. I feel like day 2 was pretty solid, but I still definitely feel it. Now, bringing your legs, rocking all the way over towards that left side, your arms back out into a T or a goalpost. Ooh, and allow those legs to just gently fall over. Maybe your gaze is up at the ceiling or over towards the right side. Wherever it is, where can you soften? Where can you allow yourself to have some ease? To let go and relax. Deep breath in and exhale. One more. Inhale. Feel your body just wringing out, cleansing itself. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's bring those knees back into our chest. Maybe we're having one leg or one hand, one leg, letting those ankles roll around, and we have one more side. So bring that right leg down, that left leg, left ankle on that left knee. I like to just open it up a little bit to start. And then on your next inhale, I want you to lengthen and lift up those hips. Still bringing that belly button to that spine. Feeling it in that left glute. Inhale and exhale. Lifting a little bit higher. Inhale and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Sending that knee down or that hip down. Sending that knee into your chest, that right knee. Ooh, this is my spicy side. So I just have to have a little bit more compassion. Maybe we're rocking side to side. And as we rock side to side, maybe we land on the side that feels best for us, opening out that left hand, so staying in a nice supine twist here. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Last one, best one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bringing your knees back into your chest, giving them a hug. And we're just going to prep for a little bit of happy baby. So one hand on the outside of the other. Ooh, I love happy baby. I immediately have the giggles. It's like, because in my class, I'm always like, maybe you were the happy baby that straightened one leg and the other. And I was like, I don't think I was that happy baby because my hamstrings are too tight. I should have been doing that as a child. I was the happy baby that put her knees into her armpits. Maybe you're the happy baby that
shifts. You see how like shifting that bottom to the ground a little bit more. So here we are. We have 2 big breaths. Inhale in and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Now you already know what time it is. Time for playtime. That feels good to you before we kind of rest and have our little talk. So I've still been on the inversions playtime. So maybe you're placing your hand, and let me move up a little bit more. Your hand, a little bit out of control. Okay. Underneath your bottom. Bringing your feet up, maybe. Maybe you want to go back out, play with them, coming out or back. Remember, this is our plow pose, all the way back. I can tell my left leg is a little bit tight still, so I have to still warm up to that. But bringing our knees into our armpits helps. And shifting back. Make sure you're breathing. Allowing yourself to release whatever emotion or feeling that arises as you play. And as you have some playtime, or maybe you even want to use your playtime as Shavasana, but just take a moment to just feel, and just feeling good about where you are, what you're doing in life. Right now in this present moment, let me say, because it is just something that's so great that's happening, you moving your body, you tuning into yourself, your mind. No matter how your day was today, you showed up for yourself, you showed up today. You showcased that you are very, very, very in tune with how you want to feel, even. And so as we have playtime, or when we talk about playtime, it's allowing ourselves to just explore our body. I could sit here and play time with you, but I'd rather just chat. So I got a little cold. Let me put my scarf back on. So yeah, just exploring. So depending on whatever your yogic practice was or is, then maybe that's something that you can go into one of those asanas, one of those postures. Maybe you do want to just do Shavasana. Also, butterfly, so having your hips out. I don't think, we didn't do it today, but even like where your legs are out, you can Shavasana in a butterfly position, just like this. Ooh. Or maybe some blocks or pillows underneath to support your hips. Now, sometimes your body responds with, okay, our hips are really open. We don't want to do that. So you can bring your knees together, just like this, and lay and feel. And as you do that, I did pull a card. It's one of my affirmation cards. Y'all remember these? I haven't done them in a while. And so I did pull one of my affirmation cards, and maybe this can just be an anchor for us today. All right. So let's say the card it has a quote and then it has an affirmation. Thank you so much, Danielle, for the donations. Donations are very, very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your gratitude. So here's the card. It says, change is good. It's also often hard. But to succeed in business, you must run towards it. So this is a card that I pulled for myself, and as I've been starting a business, which came from being a corporate, person doing journalism and mass communications, into teaching people how to regulate their nervous systems, regulate their emotions, breathe on purpose, tap into their mindset. It has been such a drastic change. And it change is good because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know y'all if I didn't do that. It was hard, right? But to succeed in business, you must run towards it. And I think of business as what we do for everything. My business is running towards my purpose, running towards my passion of doing this. So the affirmation that I've been anchored to this week as I do this is, I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. Like, if you feel that, give me some hearts. Like, I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. The quote was by Gwen Ifill, and she was an American journalist, television newscaster, and she was the first African American woman who worked for PBS to do like journalism. And I don't know her much. I actually learned her more so from this card. I won't even lie. But I love the quote and the affirmation. So as you rest into your space, I'm just gonna lead us through a meditation in your Shavasana or your poses, and I'll just be including this card, okay? So what an honor it is to be able to experience our body. What an honor it is to be able to breathe on purpose. That our body has shown up for us today. Our heartbeat, all of our systems are working together for our good. And what an honor it is to be here in this very moment and experience that presence. Sometimes when we experience that presence, we are worried about our future, or we're worried about change, or what does that look like? But when we keep our heart and our mind where our feet are, where our body is, then we really see the beauty that's within this very present moment. And as we just affirm ourselves more with this affirmation, may we feel resilient. May we feel courageous to live each day with excellence in this every present moment with excellence, that we can explore our future and all that it does have to offer. So I'll be saying this affirmation 5 times. You can repeat it after me or in your head or out loud. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. We don't have to worry. We just show up every day and we embrace new things. We explore those beautiful things, those things that we say absolutely yes to. And the future will unveil itself and reveal itself in ways that you couldn't even fathom. And that's why it's so important to do this practice here, to tap into yourself. So let's take a deep breath in and exhale. 2 more. Deep inhale in and exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Maybe you're coming back up. I always like to say hello to the conductor of this ship, so maybe you're sitting in an easy pose, a hero's pose. And let's bring our hands to our heart and simply just feel our heart beating. And just giving it a smile. My name is Radiance. It has been an honor affirming you, helping you move your mind and your body, and just showing this presence and this energy with you today. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful evening and day and week, and that your hips just are giving you the biggest hug right now, because you deserve it. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that's officially the end. We did go over. Sometimes when I'm just feeling it, I just continue. You know, I don't want to close us off. I want to feel the space. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my name is Radiance. I'm based in Washington, D.C. To all my Insight Timer folks also. And I do these for community so that those who don't have the time and space to greet their minds and their bodies. And to be real, it's always, for me, it's even more so folks who can't make time, who are disconnected from their hearts. I always say that we take 3 breaths in my class, 1 for us, 1 for our friends and family, and then 1 for those who are disconnected from their breath and their hearts. And I used to be a person that was disconnected from my breath and my heart. And now I'm deeply rooted in it. And so I hold these classes to help those who just need maybe an intro to it, okay? Maybe they need a fly girl who can put on a little lip or a dress to giggle through a flow so that they feel comfortable with themselves. And that's what I do. And so I teach in Washington, D.C., but I primarily teach online. And so between Insight Timer and YouTube, these are my main platforms. So all donations are welcome. I appreciate them so much. Thank you. They continue to just pour more into me whether it's getting items so that I can be able to have stuff like this online, or even just producing events in my city as well. Love that. So thank you so much, everyone. Does anyone have any questions? How did y'all feel? I see some thank yous, which I appreciate so much. And thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you, Lana, Corinne, Ren. Thank you, Kia. You're so welcome. And Laura, thank you. Thank you, Robin. Gorgeous and excellent as always. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Is that you? Did you put a picture up, Mom? Okay. So, yes, any questions, anyone? I'm here to just hang out for a few minutes. How did you feel in your practice, your mind and your body? Oh. Any questions? I know we had some runners on. I feel so good. I was making a joke, but for real, it's like, how long does it take for my body to recover? How many more yoga classes do we have to do? Thank you, Shakti. We have to just keep pressing forward. I wrote a newsletter, so if anyone is subscribed to my newsletter, I wrote a really good one right before this class. I sent it out probably at like 4:45 because usually I do it Tuesday mornings, but y'all, when I say I went to bed at 8:41 or 51 p.m. last night and got 10 hours of sleep, oh my goodness, like it felt so good. I didn't realize that my body was so exhausted. And so I ended up writing a newsletter a little bit later, and that's okay. But I absolutely loved it. It included some photos from some professional photographers from the race, which was really cool. I have a really great cheer zone, a really good cheer zone kind of like group. It's called District Running Collective. It's a running club in Washington, D.C. And it was a vibe, y'all. It was such a good time. And so even as I was running, I was thinking about all the things in which, like, you guys, like I told y'all before, I've had 2 ACL surgeries, one in each knee. So even as you saw me flowing today, even as I told you that change, like if you just need some inspiration, I pray that this is inspiration for you to remember that anything is possible, that your body can heal itself. Your body heals itself when you really show up. And I'm not trying to discount anyone that lives in chronic pain, because I have for a bit of time, even as I was in recovery. It's just that really just tend to your mind. Be very gentle and compassionate with your body. And it's here to heal. It's literally created to heal. And so one of the things that I had mentioned was just 3 things that kind of like have this championship mindset. 3 things that was just, I don't know, as I was running, I was just talking to God and just finding myself all hour and a half, okay? But one of the things I wrote, I do want to share with y'all, if y'all don't mind. I love that y'all are still kicking it with me, is that healing isn't linear. So the title was actually Intentional Healing is a Daily Practice. All right, healing is not linear. It is not even just physical. When I talk about healing, it's not even just physical. It's deeply emotional, it's spiritual, and it's mental. I had to work on my emotional body, my spiritual self, and my mental health. Because yes, okay, cool, even as I had surgery, I was getting better. But I was scared to go out there and do any type of shifty movements. I was scared. I was like, not doing it. And I was so resistant to so many things just because of fear, right? So healing isn't just linear. It's not just physical. It's deeply emotional. It's spiritual. It's mental. And so here's the rest of the things that I wrote. After 2 ACL surgeries, I had to slow down, tune in, and rebuild from the inside out. I chose to see my $100,000 knees, y'all, both 100,000, not as setbacks, but as sacred reminders of what it means to truly listen to and love on my body and all of its brilliance. So it's just coming from the inside out. And so every single time I do run a race, it's more of a mental and spiritual attunement for me. It is physical, trust me, because I feel that now. but it's very spiritual, it's very mental, it's very emotional body of what I'm able to do. And so I cried, y'all. I cried at the finish line because I was just so happy. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. And when you think of like showing up even day of, even just being able to be a force to be reckoned with, y'all, like that's really cool. And then there was moments every single time I was just repeating, like, I am safe, and I'm just so happy that God chose me to be able to do this. We all have our own unique talents and gifts, and I really enjoy it. And so that was kind of cool. My second thing that I wrote is progress over perfection. Can I get any agreements there? Progress over perfection. I am definitely a perfectionist, okay? Oof, jeez. I'm reformed. I'm a reformed perfectionist. I heard someone said that perfection is nothing but procrastination with a mask on. Is that right? No. Or is it switched? Is it procrastination is perfectionism with a mask on? Whatever. Somebody's masking each other. Procrastination, perfection's in the same category. And so 5 months post my second surgery, I did run a 10K, which is about 6.2 miles. And it seemed like that was impossible waking up in a hospital bed, 5 months before. And so one of the things I had talked about was that I didn't get there just overnight. I set intentions daily. I showed up for myself consistently and what that looked like per day. I celebrated every single small win, every single win. I have a picture or a video of myself taking a step. And boy, I needed a pedicure. I don't think I had a pedicure before I got surgery. And I don't care. I put them toes on social, and I was just like, I'm taking a step. I'm finally walking. And that was just a win. It was just such a win. Every small win. I gave myself permission to move at my own pace, and that was in direct alignment with what I did during the race. I said, your pace, your race. And isn't that life? Your pace, your race, right? Your pace, your race. It's not necessarily what someone else is doing. Your pace, your race. And so that's one of the things that I made sure to always say to my body, and giving myself permission to run my own race. And I think that's the champion's mindset. It's showing up, even when it's hard, just showing up and trusting the process. We don't really know what that is. That's not even up to us to determine. It's just for us to trust, right? And that goes back into our card, almost. I embrace getting out of my comfort zone to explore all the future has to offer. I have no idea what's in my future, but I'm going to show up on Insight Timer every Tuesday and teach y'all yoga. That's it. That's all I can do, right? Is show up and do what I'm supposed to do. I can move at my own pace. Maybe we want to go a little bit deeper next week, or maybe we're subtle, but I'm going to show up. Okay. And then the last thing, and this was actually the subject line. Now I'm saying all this because I want y'all to subscribe to the newsletter. It is on the link in my bio or in my profile. All right. Subscribe to the newsletter. I write these with all my heart, but the last one that I said is, your story is your superpower. You are uniquely designed, I always say, to leave a life-altering impact on the world. You, very uniquely designed. And so your story is your superpower. No one else has that story. No one else. I know that there's many yogis out here. Maybe some of y'all actually teach yoga, right? But no one is me, and no one has the story that I have, my testimony. And so your story is your superpower. So I said that my journey back to 10 miles wasn't just about physical endurance. It was about rewiring my neural pathways and rewriting the narrative of my life. From injury to intention, from pain to power, I realized that our greatest breakthroughs often come after our biggest breakdowns. I've seen that time and time again. So remember, this is just a gentle reminder for you. You are not your setbacks. You are your comebacks. Let your story be the light that inspires healing in others. And that's how I live my life. So let your story be the light that inspires healing in others. And we can't force anyone to do anything. We can only inspire them and lead them with the tips and the tools. And so for me, and the way that I live my life is by learning these practices, doing them over and over, offering them to my community, okay? So continuing to be that light, to be just that little bit of hope, that inspires someone else to heal, that inspires someone who has also torn their ACL, that they can run or they can do whatever that they want to do after. And so that's just me, y'all. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of chills. I'm getting a little teary-eyed over here because I really, really just appreciate myself for getting out of that comfort zone. And I know it's a continuous thing, but I really do appreciate myself for getting out of that comfort zone to explore all that the future has to offer. Man, and we're just getting started, y'all. So I love that. Your pace, your race. Yes, Laura, I love that. And that's in life. That's not even just running. Your pace, your race. That's it. Your finish line is different than every single other person's, like whatever your goals or because you're uniquely designed. So I love that. All right, y'all. How y'all feeling? I'll let you get to bed. It's funny. I was asleep before this time yesterday, and here I am up talking to y'all, having so much fun. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for the donations. Please, by all means, continue to listen to my meditations on Insight Timer. Continue to watch. I'm on YouTube. I have breathwork videos. I do have different videos on YouTube than Insight Timer. So I have alternate nostril breathing, 478 box breathing videos on YouTube to 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I also have all these beautiful meditations on Insight Timer. So there are definitely ways to stay connected with me, to your breath, to your body, and to your soul. And I hope that you choose one of those ways throughout the week. And in the meantime, next Tuesday, we're back at it, 8 p.m. Will I see y'all there? I hope so. Next Tuesday, we are back. And I'm just so excited. I get really excited to see y'all on Tuesdays. I'm going to miss you. So I'll see you next week, and it's already up. Yes, Carol, your hips loved it. Tell your hips I said hey, and they're welcome, okay? So I'll see y'all next week. I love you so much. If you have not heard it today, you get it extra love. All right. Have a great week, y'all, and have a great evening on purpose. Aw, bye, everyone. Love y'all so much. Have a good night. Thank you, Kelly. Have a good night. Love y'all. Mwah. Yay. Bye.